beloved zombie apocalypse franchise. And
I've had a
here
lot of
to
people ask me
introduce
about this
us to
one.
The Beast, our Dying Light franchise director Timon Smektala and Q&A analyst Aaron Talty with some live gameplay. This is so exciting.
I haven't had
Welcome
this one on
to
my
the show
radar.
and
I don't
welcome to
know when it
Gamescom,
comes
guys.
out or anything
Hello, Max.
yet.
Hello, how has your Gamescom been so far for both of
Cool.
you?
It's my first time, so very, very exciting. Yeah, it's cool.
Yay.
Yeah, busy, crazy, and lots of fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Well, you've got some live gameplay for us, so can you show
Absolutely.
us what you've got?
Yeah, absolutely.
Very excited
Yes,
to
let's
see.
start the demo. And the mission that we have here, of course, it's Dying Light the Beast, right? So it's going to be scary, going to be full of zombies, full of open world exploration,
Mid-September
parkour,
2025.
many fighting. And the mission that we have here is actually quite funny one because it's one of the side missions from the game, and it starts with a very classic Dying Light dilemma. There's like a small group of survivors struggling to survive, live to another day, hiding in the town hall here, and suddenly the water source is gone. Like there are no water in the taps, and like they don't know what happened. Like is something trying to hurt them? Maybe something is broke. Maybe something is trying to get rid of them from this place because they want to take over. So it's kind of like a classic Dying Light problem, but then there are some twists, there are some turns, there's some mystery to uncover. Probably we will not see all of it here, but let's just give it a go and let's see how far we can go.
Let's see what we uncover. That is one of my favorite things from the previous games, when you have this little hub community kind of safe space for most part, and then you do have to go out and protect them or gain friendships as well as take on the challenges outwards.
And that's exactly what Kyle Crane is doing, because like that's a side mission, but also the basics, right? So
Yeah.
you play as Kyle Crane, and that's a very unique, very special type of a hero for a survival horror game, because he's not only the master survivalist, like he's not only able to survive as long as he wants in this difficult, challenging
I need more
environment.
coffee.
But in this game, he also has access to a set of very special, very powerful beast-like abilities, which really allow him to kind of unleash all of the rage, all of the everything that he has in it. And like the tagline for the game is that they were trying to break him, but they created a beast. And why they were trying to break him? Because he was captured by this guy named the Baron. Baron is a crazy scientist who's trying to achieve something very, very sinister. And Baron was experimenting on Kyle for a number of years. Kyle manages to break out. So they didn't break him, and now he's ready to unleash his wrath. He's ready to take revenge, but for that he needs some help, and that help comes from the people that live in this beautiful valley that we see on the screen right now. This is the valley. The region is called Castor Woods.
Okay.
It's modeled after Swiss Alps, like little touristy towns in Swiss Alps. Lots of nature, lots of very beautiful vistas.
This looks
But
phenomenal.
of course, this one has lots of zombies in it.
Perfect holiday.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if there was a zombie apocalypse, I'd probably go to the Swiss Alps as well,
Yeah,
just
of course,
to see it.
of course. But yeah, of course. Like the high season for zombies is there all the time.
Uh-huh.
And
The
that's
high
what we
season
have here.
for
So
zombies
the
is
town in the
all
middle
the time.
of the map is actually built to be almost like a parkour paradise. We
Okay.
really
Oh,
wanted to
climbing a
squeeze
telephone
as much
pole.
as possible out of this location, so players are able to seamlessly showcase all of their parkour skills, jump, run,
Parkour.
run, slide, connect all of that together. How are you feeling? Do you want to fight some zombies?
No, I think we could, we got it. There's plenty of them around. I think,
Okay,
I think,
okay.
We'll warm up
Okay.
to that,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair. Let's see some parkour, because
Yeah.
obviously that's so intrinsic to
Yeah,
Dying
absolutely.
Light
So
as
Dying
well.
Light was built on parkour, right? Like we have, when we started working
I've never
on the
played
series,
any of the other
we
Dying
actually
Light
asked
games,
David
so-
Bell, who's the grandfather of parkour. He's the inventor of modern parkour, to help us, to share his insights, his expertise. We got him in our studio, we mock-up his moves, we asked him to basically tell us how close we are to reality, because one thing about Dying Light is we always put a lot of emphasis on immersion. We really want to make players feel like they are part of this world, like they are the character there.
Oh, that's gonna make
come
my
on,
vertigo.
Aaron, like the whole QA department is looking at you.
you did, no.
It's a
Look,
lot
it's
of pressure for life.
It's all part of the, it's all part of the plan. It's Dying Light,
No,
it's-
but I think it's worth saying that this is like, you might look at the game, you might look at the screenshots and think, oh, okay, I see a machete, I see a guy, I
Yeah.
see some zombies, it's just easy peasy, I go slash to zombies.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely not. This is a survival game.
Heck
This
yeah.
is a thinking man's survival game, so you constantly have to be on your toes, you constantly need to think like a survival.
First time at
to
Gamescom
survive.
and the bosses
Even if you're as a good player, as
giving him
as Aaron,
shit
you
for
have
dying
to
on
Very
constantly
screen.
look at
Yeah.
you have to look at every step
Yeah.
that you take.
It happens to the best
Yeah.
of us.
And I can understand why Aaron is nervous. Like before coming here, we had a conversation that actually the whole QA team, from which Aaron is, they were aware that he'll be playing, so
Yeah.
they are watching right now, putting extra pressure on the guy.
Yeah. I kept it quiet, and it was.
Yeah, but don't worry.
Aaron, you're doing amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you.
Now,
And by the way,
I'll-
if I just made using the opportunity, let's just wave to our QA guys because they are really putting a lot of work into this. They are the most important part of the dev team in this very final stretches of the production because we are basically just 4 weeks from releasing the game.
so exciting.
Yes, so very close.
Love
Actually,
that.
maybe we can loot some stuff, right?
Yeah. I think it's a good chance here. Yeah.
Yeah, so
This, I love this layout so far. I mean, the town itself feels a little bit on the less living and breathing side of things for now, but it still feels so.
Well, I'm adding this.
realistic
Did it
as
say
if I've actually
September
felt those textures and been in
19th
places
is what it
like this
said?
before.
yeah,
That's
so actually this
sick.
is something that we are very
September
proud about because
19th.
like the whole world has been handcrafted by our local artists.
Yeah.
I should be
not
able to
only
play this. Maybe not on
handcrafted, but
launch
also
day.
They managed to put a lot of Easter eggs in jokes
When
into
does
the world.
Borderlands
So like the
4
posters you see
drop?
there,
The
like
11th?
they have even scanned some of the items
think
that
the
they
11th
have
is
in
Borderlands
their
4.
homes, in their houses, and kind of brought them into like the virtual versions here in the game. I'm not sure we'll see that, but
September
for example, there's
12th.
a blanket.
And this is
like with a
September
lion.
We might get a
19th.
chance.
I've
Yeah,
got
we might
7
get a
days
chance
to
to
beat
see that. So
Borderlands
actually,
4
that's a
story.
blanket
Should
that
be
was-
plenty of time.
And that scan taken from grandma of one of our artists, and in a way to kind of honor her and put something very real into the game, we have the blanket and a lot of other different items.
Yeah,
The
I
whole
think this
map
is going to be a
has been
must play. I didn't know
created
anything
by
about this
hand
until
by our
just now.
artists. That's why it feels so immersive. It feels real, like every square inch is different.
Well, that'll be good
you've
news
really
for all the
put
people who have been
heart and
asking me
soul
about this.
into it. I mean,
Are you gonna
the
play it? Are
second
you gonna
game,
play it?
obviously,
I don't
it's in
know.
the
I don't know anything
title,
about it.
Dying Light 2 Stay Human.
Yep.
So I think that's been one of my favorite parts of the Dying Light games, is it's set aside from other games like that because it feels so realistic. And,
Realistic also in the
especially the combat.
Exactly.
Oh.
Representation of gore. So another thing about Dying Light, aside from parkour, of course, it's a melee combat focused game with lots of brutality, lots of gore.
Okay.
I think that's something that's very important in a zombie genre, that you really need to show the guts, you really need to show the blood, you really need
I
to see
agree.
show the kind of the brains
Oh,
being exposed,
decapitation!
the cuts being cut. Heads being cut.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how much of it can we show because I think the previous games were a little bit on the
Yeah,
family-friendly
potentially.
side. But that's
This is
also a
the
good thing
PG-18.
because Aaron is
PEGI
having fun
18
because he
version.
knows how to play the game. He spent hundreds of hours in it. But again, this is a game where you see zombies, you don't just run at them and slash them. Like you really want to make sure that whatever you do makes sense, that you don't take unnecessary risks. Oh, that's a nice thing. Actually, maybe it's also worth mentioning that a lot of our combat in Dying Light the Beast is created using physics and ragdolls. If we have animations that are super short, just to represent what happens with the enemy that you are hitting. So, like you can go. You will encounter hundreds of zombies here, but every
Look
fight
at
with
the
a
level
zombie is
design
different
here. This
because
is
the
incredible in
reaction is
terms of
always
the
different. Sometimes
they've
he
built
hits an
everything with
obstacle,
platforming in
sometimes
mind.
hits another zombie. There's lots of those cool emergent moments.
Yeah. You were speaking about some of the melee weapons that we've used already, like we've had machetes and all sorts. What sort of weapons can we
Yep.
find in the world of Dying Light?
There's more than 100 melee weapons and of
More than
course
100.
The classic stuff for the genre. So I don't know, gas pipes, crowbars, machetes, hammers, axes, wrenches, things that you can basically find all around you. But also if you dig deep enough, and that's a very important aspect of Dying Light the Beast, that there are lots of secrets that you can actually
Swimming?
uncover if you dig
Also
deep
has
enough.
swimming.
You can find weapons like medieval swords, very unusual creations of the survivors. So really a lot of very fancy looking and fancy working and effective weapons that are really a lot of fun to play.
I like the sound of a medieval sword. That sounds pretty badass.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Speaking of medieval
Do you
swords,
guys
Hell
have
is Us.
favorites? What's your
We're gonna be
favorite
playing that in a
weapon
few
of
days.
choice?
Samurai sword.
samurai
I like the
sword.
double
Samurai
axes in
sword,
that
like
one. Oh, the
classic
sword is
heavy
pretty
Boring
cool.
answer, but yeah.
But for me actually, it's a flamethrower, something
Okay.
new to Dying Light the Beast. So for some reason, like even though we are making zombie games, we didn't have a flamethrower before. So Dying Light the Beast, aside from the melee weapons and a big focus on firearms as well, introduces a number of new weapons. So flamethrower, grenade launcher, saw blade launcher, and a number of additional hidden stuff that you will have to find as you play the game. We are now living the time. We are now living the town, and actually that's an example of one of the open world activities. Like there are places like this spread all over the world with which you can interact. If you manage to survive, Aaron.
It just came out of nowhere.
Remember
Oh,
that
That's a lot of
my
zombies.
Survival horror. I'm demonstrating exactly what we want, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And so, like military combos like this, if you manage to kill all of the infected here, or if you manage to outsmart them, because that's also an option. You can, for example, use a decoy, draw them to like away from this place, and then try to loot it. That's a very good place to find some ammo for your firearms. And as I said, firearms have really received a lot of love from us as developers in Dying Light the Beast.
Okay.
He's a bit too big for now, I think, this guy, right?
This one, yeah, like
Yeah.
maybe,
looks,
let's not risk it. You already died once,
Yeah.
so I
It looks
playing with
so
fire
fun.
is
like the
yeah.
guys back at home are
Yeah.
making bets, like will he
cooked.
die again?
Oh, so firearms, there's a little bit more of a focus on.
Yes,
on range?
absolutely. Maybe we could actually use the rifle. What do you think? It will get messy because the thing about firearms is they make a lot of noise.
Got you.
So as soon as you start shooting, there's a chance that the virals, the fast-moving zombies will come. Actually, I think there's one guy over there.
Oh,
Let's go inside.
Yeah, let's
Safer.
try to hide. Like,
Yeah.
we'll see if that works.
safer inside. Oh my.
Yeah,
gosh.
but-
okay.
Relatively.
A little bit, like it's never safe in the world of Dying Light. Like what I like to say is that it's actually one of the most dense open worlds out there, because basically every part of the map is something where you play the game, where you do some kind of interaction. Either you parkour, which is also like interaction, you click buttons, like you're trying to get somewhere, you make decisions where you want to go. Combat the same, you get surrounded.
It looks pretty
suddenly there's a
chunky
group
and
coming from one
satisfying so
direction,
far.
group from the other. Constantly something is happening. Like you are never bored. It's very intense, very
Like an
dense.
amped up
Yeah.
Stalker 2.
That sounds really cool. A lot to explore and discover, and hate every kind of trip outside of the safe zone is probably not going to be exactly the same as before.
Yeah, so Dying Light was built out of emergent moments, and we actually we did fight with some of the guys with the tanks, for example, right? But
Yeah.
actually we didn't trigger them, so maybe if there's an opportunity, but like, actually that's a nice thing, or maybe we can keep the.
I think there's some better opportunities.
Okay, so what happens right now is that because Aaron was fighting a lot with like quite intense, he managed to charge his beast mode, right? So
Okay.
now he can unleash it. So maybe we can actually see that here, like how effective he is with fighting those zombies. They throws them all around, like he has
Oh
those
my
like
gosh.
finishers.
It doesn't need any weapons anymore. Oh my goodness.
Nice,
He ripped
shredded his
right
arm
off.
up.
Flipping it.
Yeah, like,
I love her
nothing is
face.
left like unturned and
Oh,
uncrushed and unsmashed.
Who's laughing now?
No one left unsmushed. No.
That sounded like you are saying it to the QA guys. Like, who's laughing now? Like, I'm here on Xbox and I'm playing this awesome
I
game.
can't
Heck
confirm
yeah.
it.
Oh, zombies don't need brains. It's fine.
Yeah, some of the new visual designs for our enemies. So of course, like you can see, the game is really beautiful to look at. Even the zombies. Like if you are into zombies, it's good to
He's
make
like,
a
"Dude,
pause
get
or
your
go
zombie
into photo
fetish out
mode
with our
and
game."
try to see how detailed the models are, especially when you do some damage to them. We have increased significantly the number of places on their bodies which you can damage.
Okay.
We have, like when you cut a limb, you can cut it in 3 different places. You can really leave a lot of scars, wounds, like broken places on. Yeah, let's try to. That's
Oh,
nice, quite
no.
brutal.
I saw earlier
like
when you
that.
just left someone crawling because you cut his leg off, so that was quite mean for that poor zombie, I feel, as well. A
Yeah.
nice flame.
Also, as you can see, there's
Oh.
a lot of
We get
how do you say it?
vehicles, too.
Versatility, yes.
Okay.
Like, emotions. There's a lot of varied ways how you can solve combat situations. That's also something that we were always thinking about when we were working on Dying Light games. We want to give players freedom where they go anywhere, climb anything.
It says
freedom how
refuel
they
the
fight.
vehicle.
Actually, we're leaving the mission area, so like of course in the full game you're not leaving mission area, so the freedom is open and you can go everywhere you want.
Yeah, I like the tactic of running away. That's my favorite tactic.
Yes. But that's also like that's your choice, right? And again, like vehicles, another thing that's new to the beast. Actually, maybe we can also show the FPP, right? Because you can drive from that perspective, like keep the immersion. So it is like it's nice to rush, roam through zombies, blast through zombies with your vehicle, giving you a little bit of those Carmageddon vibes, but
a bit
again,
bumpy ride today.
like a little reminder, this is a survival game, right? So like you need to think about how damaged your vehicle is, or
And the gas.
Oh!
About to run out of gas.
exactly, doesn't have gas. So I think we are slowly running out of gas. So
Got to find a gas station. That's,
exactly,
you know,
I'm not sure they're still working. You know,
Oh, man. So with our new vehicles and things, is there different areas that we can explore around the world then?
No,
Different,
so
like,
actually we
islands?
decided to choose this one because it fits the environment most, right? So Aaron, when you get up, maybe let's just have a nice look around the place. So about
Taking the view, I love that.
yeah, take the view, and we'll talk about vehicles. So we have chosen those off-road pickups because they fit the environment most. We didn't see that much of it yet, but the whole world is actually quite varied. We have the town in the middle, we have an industrial park, we have swamps, we have mountains with hiking trails, we have farm fields, so a lot of very uneven terrain. So off-road pickups seem to be most fitted to this kind of environment. So
Makes
yes,
sense.
so you are driving that vehicle. There might be some things hidden, but I'm not spoiling that too much. But then you're also able to customize the visuals of the vehicle a little. So there's still quite. Oh, I think that's the blanket that I was.
This was the.
So this is actually the real blanket that you can find in one of our level artist grandmother's.
Actually, at one of the
homes.
playtests, some guy met me. He said the same thing. Like he recognized the blanket. So it's a very iconic.
That's so wholesome. So there we go. That's a challenge for
I
everyone
don't know.
playing
Are
it.
we ready to go into the night part? Because we might do that. But
I'm ready if you guys are.
a word of warning, because like Dying Light generally. Let's maybe look at some Vista before us. Okay, let's go to night. So what happens is that Dying Light basically is a game of two halves. The day part that we have just experienced, if you are a good player, you are in control. You know what to do, like you know how to behave. You will kind of find your way around in this apocalypse. But the night part is something completely different. What happens is the volatiles, and I will scare you a little, so kind of sit tight. The volatiles, like the scary monsters, the apex predators, the kings of the night, they are coming out, they are roaming the whole place. And with those guys, you don't fight with them. Like when you see them, you try to run away as quickly as possible. Okay, maybe at the end of the game, where your beast mode is fully charged, where you have unlocked all of the skills for the character, because there's like a big skill tree of various beast skills that you unlock. If you are kind of fully formed beast mode Kyle Crane, you can fight with them, but without that, it's really, really scary. So maybe we can actually try to sneak upon those guys a little, so we see them from close.
Do they see your light?
You can see where they are if you use the survivor sense. So that's like a special senses of Kyle Crane where we can see the threats and be aware of the threats
they're
around
already
him.
onto me.
But it seems the volatiles are everywhere. Maybe actually what we could do,
Oh, you're screwed, buddy.
Scary.
There's so many.
Yeah.
So yeah, this new kind of sensor to see the volatiles.
No, they're on you,
All of the
buddy.
threats,
They're
but I
on
think
you.
Actually, okay, so the chase has started. They are onto us. And now, like, it will get super, super difficult because the guys, like, the regular biters, the regular zombies, they're just zombies,
They're
right?
fine,
So you can avoid them, you can jump over them basically. With volatiles,
Oh
they're
my
chasing
God!
you, they're right behind you. It's actually good to look behind you from time to time. They're basically better at parkour than you are, so they can really
We've seen
grab
that
you.
for sure. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, so you have to try and outrun them for now until we've built up our beast
Until he
ability.
dies, I think.
I don't fancy my odds very much. Yeah.
Oh.
But we'll try.
So what you can see at the top
Oh,
of the
no,
screen,
you
the
got slowed down, buddy.
the
You're
red
toast.
bar shows you the intensity of the chase. So we are basically in the middle of how intense it can be.
What happens when it gets full level?
You're gone, basically. Like it's time to restart the game. Yes.
Yeah, there's
Why
still-
are you stopping?
Oh, great.
Get on top
What,
of the vehicle!
Other abilities can we see from Kyle's kind of beast mode abilities as
So
well?
actually the beast mode will be very helpful right now because when you are in the beast mode you can run faster, you can jump higher. That's actually a very good way of escaping those volatiles.
Wow. Dun,
So
dun,
they're laughing at you
dun.
again, right?
They're laughing.
Okay, but just to finish the
They're
thought,
laughing at you,
maybe
and I'm
let's go back
talking
to
to
the
yeah,
game
Dave.
and finish and I will finish the thought. So what happens is that again the
crashed.
volatiles. What happens is that as they're chasing you, the beast mode, you get a number of combat skills that you, of course, it's most used for combat. But then when you are running, when you are parkouring, they allow you to jump faster, jump higher, run faster, be able to reach places that are unreachable to regular human beings, right?
Okay.
So what's important then is that at some point of the game, you are able to actually control the beast mode a little bit more. At the beginning, sometimes the rage just overwhelms you, but then as you progress into the game, you get full control of it. You can trigger it whenever you want, and then you can use that to actually reach places, find secrets that you would not be able to do when you are in the human form of Kyle Crane. And again, that opens a new kind of way of exploring the map and a new way of interacting with the world.
Love it. Do you have a favorite biome from the game that you like? You were speaking about kind of swamp areas. Do you like the pretty cities or the hills as well?
I like we have a really nice storm weather preset. So I like I guess it's the industrial. This area when it's stormy, it's very atmospheric, very nice.
The weather is like I would say the weather is very nice, but it's not like literally true because the weather tends to be very rainy and stormy from time to time and very gloomy. But it's nice because we have really spent a lot of technical resources on making sure it really looks very, very real. So it rains and you feel like it's raining and that you are there. So and my favorite biome, I would say, is the farm fields.
Okay.
So, but not when it's raining, because when it's raining, it's actually not that good. What I like is farm fields in full sun. Like you see, like how yellow the grain is. It's really very beautiful to look at.
Love that. Well, can you tell me a little bit about, I'm really excited to dive into more of the survival kind of element, but what should players watching at home be excited for Dying Light? What about the story and more about the game that you want people to be excited about?
I think it's the best Dying Light game that we have ever created. So for the fans, I think it's sold already. But if you have not played Dying Light before, if you have not heard about
I'm in
Dying
that
Light
camp. I've
before,
never played the
absolutely
game
don't be
before.
afraid. Be afraid of the volatiles, but don't be afraid to test the game. You will get all of the things that make Dying Light a very special combination. It's a mix of open world and survival horror. It has top-of-the-class parkour, top-of-the-class melee combat, day and night cycle that changes the game as you play, and a very, very emotional, very interesting narrative. I think you will really feel something. You will feel the pain of Kyle Crane, how they were trying to break him, like all of the wrongdoings that happened to him. And then when he gets free, and you will also get free in the game, and you get a chance, you shot at revenge, it will really be very cathartic. You will feel how good it is to unleash this power in the game.
Well, I can't wait. I had so much fun playing Dying Light Stay Human co-op as well, so I'm really looking forward to maybe jumping into this one co-op.
Absolutely, co-op is also supported. You can play with 4 friends in co-op. I can actually give you this mask and 3 more, so you can play the masks.
We can play the masks.
Exactly. And in co-op, it's like another layer of fun. The interactions, the imagined moments are squared compared to what happens when you play it alone. Alone, it's a very focused, very atmospheric experience. In co-op, it's just all-out fun. You, your friends, and lots of zombies around.
Love it. Well, do you know what? I'm going to come straight over to your guys' booth here at Gamescom and maybe get
You're
a
welcome.
whirl,
Yeah.
please.
You're
As long
welcome.
as you guys play with me, so it'll be
Okay,
good. That'd be
good.
great.
Sure.
What can we look forward to from Dying Light the Beast
Exciting
next?
bit. Dying
What's
Light the
happening?
Beast releases in 4 weeks, September 19th. So it's excitement all over the place. PC,
Yeah, I'm gonna
PS5,
definitely
Xbox
have to take a
Series
look at
S and
this
X.
one in September.
We can't wait for you
As
to
soon as I
play the
wrap
game.
up Borderlands
Amazing. I can't
4,
wait
I've got
either.
Chronos,
Timon,
the new
Aaron,
light,
thank
and then
you
this
so
to
much
look
for
at as
showing
well.
me
Thank you so much.
A
Thank you.
little bit about Dying Light the Beast. I can't wait to play
So
more.
Thank you.
intrigued
But
by both
for
of those
you guys
games.
at home, don't forget to pre-order your